wake up in the morning, are you ready to bounce out of bed, or do you feel a deep sense of dread or discomfort and you just want to burrow back under the covers? In this video, I talk about 3 common reasons you could be struggling to get out of bed as a highly sensitive person. Getting stuck in bed in the mornings is a typical experience for any HSP, and there are 3 common reasons that this could be happening. The first is just the typical HSP need to have more transition time, to give yourself space between when you wake up and when you actually get out of bed. So your brain is wired with a pause to reflect before you move into action. And this includes any type of change or transition that you're going through. And the first one we experience every single day is getting out of bed. So you want to give yourself at least a few minutes to lay there, to slowly wake up, to let your eyes adjust to the space around you, to start to think and process your day, which is what your HSP brain wants to do. It wants to feel prepared before it moves into action. So even just carving out a little bit of time. Some folks take up to an hour. That may not be an option for you. That's okay. But at least a few moments to give yourself time to make that transition can make a big impact on your nervous system and how you feel going through the rest of your day. And the second reason that you could be struggling to get out of bed could be sensory. So, as a highly sensitive person, you are more impacted by your sensory experiences, lights, sounds, touch, temperature, things like that. And when you think about being in bed, you're probably feeling really cozy, you're feeling really warm, you're feeling the weight of the blankets on your skin, on your body. And so, when you think about taking the covers off, getting out of bed, suddenly you're going through a temperature change and then also a sensory change, a feeling change on what's on your skin, on your body. So maybe it would be helpful to have some warm clothes to put on, or have a weighted or a heavy or a warm robe that you can put on just as you're taking off the covers. And that way your body's not going through quite the same shock or the same change in temperature and weight. This is exactly what I do every morning. I have fuzzy socks to put on. I have nice, warm, cozy clothes to put on to help that transition just feel a little bit more easeful, a little more easy, and less abrupt to my nervous system. It makes it a lot easier to get out of bed, because otherwise it just feels really uncomfortable. And yeah, it's quite a big, quick change. And like we just talked about, your body, your sensitive nervous system, it needs more subtle changes, more slow transitions. So this could be another way to support that. And the third reason that you may be getting stuck in bed in the mornings as a highly sensitive person, why you may really struggle to get up and get started, is that you're exhausted, you're overwhelmed, you're stressed out, you're burned out, you've just been doing too much for too long with not enough breaks, not enough downtime, not enough introspection time or recharge time. And so you're really just needing to stay in bed to rest, to recuperate. So if that is the case for you, you can support yourself in giving yourself more transition time. You can support yourself sensory wise and give yourself comforts as you get out of bed. But also, there's going to be some deeper change that needs to happen to take care of yourself. And that's going to be different depending on your situation, but it could be setting more boundaries, saying no more often, taking whatever you can off your to-do list for a while, and really making sure that you get back to a baseline where you feel rested, and even taking a few days a week where maybe you allow yourself to sleep in, or you go to bed earlier, or whatever's available for you. We as HSPs, we need to get creative. We need to really think outside the box and not put so much pressure on ourselves to do what everyone else is doing, and just take a moment to say, what could I do differently? What actually is available? What could I take off my to-do list or ask for help with? So if this is where you're at, just saying, what can I give back to myself? It's going to be really important, because the longer that we ignore those needs, the more we start to feel anxious or depressed or get sick or feel resentful and have other issues start to pop up. Which types of morning dread are you experiencing the most as a highly sensitive person? I'd love to know in the comments below. And if you need a little extra support in creating a more HSP friendly lifestyle so you don't get stuck in bed every morning, check out my free sensitive self-care workshop in the description, along with some other HSP resources. So just again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.